Okay, so pretty much right here we've got R-throw, which is Anthro, but it's renamed to R-throw, which, it sounds really weird to me. Pretty much Anthro or R-throw, if you want to be, grammatically correct, is actually out right now. Like, it's been released to, certain developers. So people like BadCC and Asimo have access to this. People that can DevX, I assume. I'm not too sure what the criteria is to, like, actually test this, but it's officially out right now. So what does this mean? It means that some developers have access to a panel that lets them configure Anthro to their choice. Here are the presets. We've got default, classic, and classic again, but with the head override. So I guess this means that people can't wear custom heads if you select this, I guess. And the top one only does proportions and scales, so your height and your width. The next option is R-throw, and the last one is player choice, which means that you can do whatever you want. You can be R-throw, you can be R6, you can be R15, you can all be mixed in the same game. Now, of course, most developers will be using R-throw because it's the new thing. They want players, they want, stuff like that. So my main concern with this is that it's going to be forced throughout many games. R-throw will be the new thing on Roblox pretty much. It is going to be forced. And I know that I've always been the one to like actually be against people complaining about this, but it is actually going to be quite forced because as you can see right here, they can choose to force R-throw. Like, it's not a choice anymore. Like, for example, right now, how many games do you see on the front page that use, R6? Not many, right? It's all R15, it's all the bouncy animations. The only game that I saw get somewhat popular that did use R6 is Doomspire Brick Battle, which is a stolen game from, years ago. They just remade it pretty much. So this is pretty much going to be forced. And what do I think about this? I think it's going to be pretty cool and pretty interesting, but I don't think people will like it. The good thing is though, is that it's not going to be Mr. Grey. It's not going to be this guy. Right here is a gif of what Anthro will look like upon release. And by release, I mean, on your avatar scaling options. Right now your proportions and body types are actually limited to like 30 or something like that, but when this is out, that will actually go all the way to 100, which is Anthro pretty much. Like, that's Anthro right there. So it is pretty much a stretched R15. It's a much taller version of the R15. So in retrospect, not much is changing, but there is clearly a change. Of course, with this will bring more body parts, more parts that they can move around in the body. Now of course this is only a possibility. If Roblox want to do this, that's up to them, but as you know, with R15, it's a lot taller, it's a lot, curvier. They can move more parts around without moving the entire arm. They can move the wrist and stuff like that. And with Anthro being a lot taller, you now have more parts in the arms and legs to move around instead of the entire thing as well. So maybe we might get like joints and stuff now, and like bones, I guess. I'm not too sure. Right here is what they want Roblox to look like in the future, and my main concern with this is that there is no R6 on the screen.
Hey guys, I'm back. Apparently the people in my house wanna sleep now because it's 2 AM. Because I'm a YouTuber, I naturally never sleep. Now let's continue with the video. As I mentioned a few seconds ago, there is no R6 in this screenshot. It looks like Roblox may be removing R6. That is until you read the rest of their long blog regarding this. Here it states that R6 and R6 will stay, although when this update is released to a wider audience, developers will capitalize on this for players. For money. When this update drops, R6 and R15 will almost instantly be removed, because as I mentioned earlier, developers can force you to be R-throw. Here in the blog, Roblox states that free animation packages will be released for R-throw, as the current paid ones look bad on tool avatars. Of course, as they are the imagination platform, limiting creativity is the last thing they wanna do. This however is the only time they've shown proof of that. Here they also state that animation packages will be released for R-throw that cost Robux. These I assume will be much better to obviously entice you to buy them. Current gear items and accessories will also be fully compatible with R-throw. However, there will most likely be a new shirt template for R-throw characters. If they do plan on allowing players to use the current shirts and pants on the catalog, they would be horrible in quality. Unlike gear items and accessories, they will scale badly. Here Roblox state that their goal with this update isn't to remove or limit R6 or R15, but as I previously mentioned, giving developers the option to force players to use R-throw is very surprisingly limiting R6 and R15. And just imagine the battle when all developers get this. It will be the Great War for the front page. All game titles will be updated to include RTHRO in all capital letters. I imagine games like Roblox High School will benefit. I am also very concerned with how Jailbreak will adapt to this, and if it will even include R-throw. When you escape prison using the electricity box, you are required to lift and then crawl under a gate that has quite the limited space and looks like what I imagine would get R-throw characters stuck. I of course am not a game developer, so I'm unsure as to how collision boxes will work with RthRo. If this is the case, and Jailbreak does end up including RthRo, the electricity box escape route may need reworking, or maybe removed altogether. Jailbreak will of course wanna end up including RthRo, as it will be the new craze. Many games will end up taking over Jailbreak if they fail to include RthRo. This may ultimately end up in Jailbreak being pushed off the front page entirely. They are already under pressure from Superpower Training Simulator taking their thunder as the #1 game on Roblox. Since this happened, I imagine their profits and daily players have dropped. When you first go to Roblox, you're very enticed to play what everyone else is playing. This is also the case with people subscribing to you on YouTube. Many people are subscribed to PewDiePie, but his views only equate to that of around 2% of his total subscribers. The bigger you are, the more likely you're going to create a mob mentality is basically what I'm trying to say. The first thing new players see right now is Superpower Training Simulator, not Jailbreak. If Jailbreak does end up getting pushed off of the front page, the game we all virtually look up to as the #1 Roblox game, despite it not always being #1, due to them failing to include RthRo, this will obviously decrease their visibility and players and revenue will drop significantly. In worst case scenario, it may even kill Jailbreak for a good week or two. Now you may be asking me, why only a week or two? If that happened to any other game, like Destruction Simulator, it would die permanently unless a massive update dropped. And yes, in the case with anything but Jailbreak, you'd be absolutely 100% correct. But the thing with Jailbreak is that they have a giant safety net. They are bound to be included in the Halloween event, which will boost players for about a month, giving people the chance to keep it on the front page again by seeing it on front. That however isn't just it. They also have high profile YouTubers like Creekcraft and My Username's This. These two Roblox YouTubers are dedicated to Jailbreak related content. Also not forgetting Napkin Nate. These three people are those that I consider the three people responsible for Jailbreak being as popular as it is in the first place. Millions upon millions of kids see their content monthly, and they all even have it in their head that they must make Jailbreak related content. They even go as far as to force it in every title they possibly can, even if the game they're playing has absolutely 100% nothing to do with Jailbreak. The only person who doesn't do this however is Napkin Nate. Even if he is playing another game, he will have videos where he builds replicas of things. Things such as the Jailbreak Bank, the Jailbreak Museum, the Jailbreak Jewelry Store, etc. He even went as far as to build the entire prison in a video once. That's how dedicated he is to including Jailbreak in his title, and I'm not entirely sure why they do this. This video of course isn't to call out, expose or send hate to any of these YouTubers. I'm actually friends with two of them. It's to state and prove that they advertise Jailbreak to collectively tens of millions of people every month, bringing them back to the game almost immediately, be it with a new glitch, secret, or Easter egg, or in the case of My Username's This, with a video having absolutely 100% nothing to do with Jailbreak whatsoever, but rather a video where you fight other players. And that's it. That's all what warrants My Username's This to include Jailbreak in the title. The game's system for fighting other players has absolutely nothing to do with Jailbreak and isn't even remotely similar. It doesn't even use guns. Okay, it does use one gun, but the gun it uses is the gun for the sheriff, a gun that doesn't relate to the guns in Jailbreak whatsoever, other than the fact that you have to surprisingly aim at people in order to use it. The gun is also a one-shot kill, making the combat system even less accurate to that of Jailbreak. Right here Roblox state that they want as many people as possible to experience and throw to the fullest by having access to the free items they will release. This of course begs the question, will they eventually make everything cost money if you want to use RthRo? That would, in my opinion, be the best way to do this, because game developers and players alike will be less encouraged to use RthRo. Now, I'm not saying this because I hate or even despise people on Roblox who are free to play users, but rather because I'd like R6 and R15 not virtually vanish entirely. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please drop a like on the video as that really helps me out and scientists claim it can also make you more attractive. I deeply apologize that you couldn't hear my majestic godlike voice for the entirety of this video, but I hope the robot voice wasn't too annoying. Please let me know in the comments what you think about Rathro, because I'm genuinely curious about what you guys think. Let me know what you think the game's page will look like, etc. Thank you all for watching this 10-minute documentary, and I will see you in roughly 1 hour because Rainway decided to make a video on me.